note and for this
And who is the example?
chapter. There was a yes, who was so much and
Borrows his son's youth when he is old. He was cursed to become old by his own wife because he was
daily identification. Is it something which we all resonate? Do you all identify with your bodies or with your soul? Prabhu is so sincere. He's saying he identifies with the body, and which is true for 99% of us, for 99% of the times. We identify with our body. If we don't identify, what is the symptom that we identify with our body? We get angry, we get envious, we get jealous. If you said you're not identifying with your body, then you wouldn't have any of these feelings. But we all are aware that we are having these emotions, these feelings, but we know that we have to transform. So we are hopeful, and in that hope, we are seeking guidance from Srimad Bhagavad Gita today. So, second chapter teaches us to let go of bodily identification so that we can grow spiritually. So, just letting go goes hand in hand with growing also. So, when we let go of something, there is space for us to grow. So, here we grow spiritually. The third one, the popular and most applicable chapter for all of us is Karma Yoga. Don't note the letter yet. First chapter is for S, where it is submissive mood. Second chapter is for understand yourself. And for the third chapter, which is Karma Yoga, the letter that you need to note down is perform rightful actions. So rightful actions, R is the word you're going to note down. How many of you are noting down the letters? Okay, thank you. So R is for rightful actions. Krishna, very in a detailed method gives us what are rightful actions. There is one verse in chapter 3 of Bhagavad Gita, 20th verse, which can be defined as the art of work. We know the art of living, we know the art of dying, we know the art of dancing, the art of singing, whatnot, right? But here, art of work is defined in this chapter through 20th verse, where Krishna says the perfection of art is when you surrender all the work to Krishna, meaning not only the work, the results and the goals to Krishna. That is, surrender all the work to Krishna. There are 5 principles or 5 items of perfection of work or art of work. The second one is with full knowledge of Krishna, which means we need to know about Krishna. So surrender all your work to Krishna with full knowledge of Krishna, without desires for benefit or profit. So we should not be working for with desire of seeking the benefits or the results. No claims of proprietorship. Free from lethargy. And then fight, he says to Arjuna. But for us, it is to do your job, do your duty. It's just like there is this popular slogan from one sports brand, just do it. Right? Similarly, here Krishna is saying, just do it. But how do you do it? You do it surrendering all the work to Krishna, with full knowledge of Krishna, without desires for profit, without proprietorship, free from lethargy, just do it, Arjuna. So this is rightful actions, where R stands, where you take R. And who is a popular example which Krishna himself quotes in Bhagavad Gita 3rd chapter for a karma yogi? Anybody knows? Krishna doesn't refer to any example in the entire Bhagavad Gita. There's only one example of a human or a character that Krishna lists in Bhagavad Gita. Anybody can tell me? Maharaj Janak. So in third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna gives the example of Janaka and says, we all have to live like Janaka. Why Janaka? Because Janaka was a Rajarshi. Was not just Raja, he was not just Rishi, he was Rajarshi. Meaning he was kingly, at the same time he was saintly. And he was ruling for the welfare of his citizens while giving them God consciousness, while being detached himself. So the best example for a karma yogi for all of us is Janaka. So each chapter I am giving you all the letter to take away, the what to let go of, right? For third chapter, the let go of is fear of results. We all do work expecting certain type of results and thinking, oh, what if it doesn't happen? What will I do? I really want that. So we have that fear and attachment for results. So we have to let go of the fear and attachment to results. And what will happen by that? When we do that, our action will become a responsible action. Like I was talking to students of Gita Wise we just started our class after the winter break. And then some of the students were saying, oh, we have to get back to school now. Then I said, yeah, even getting back to work doesn't feel like fun. Getting back to school doesn't feel like fun. That's why there are these phrases, right? Thank God it's Friday, Monday morning sickness. These phrases are associated with us getting back to work. But why is that we don't like a weekdays, but we like weekends? Why? Because on weekdays we are performing our duty, our job. As a student, as a vidyarthi, a student is supposed to be studying. As a job seeker who we voluntarily choose for making money, we are supposed to be working. But we don't like doing them because we don't want to act, we want to run away from responsibilities. If we are a truly responsible person, then TGIF or Monday morning sickness won't be in our dictionary at all. And we will not say, oh, my vacation is getting over and I have to start my work or I have to start school. Because we are running away from our responsibilities, we run through these emotions. So, third chapter is about Karma Yoga. The word is R. The letter is R. R. Let go of fear of results. Let grow responsible action. So, when you let go of the fear of results, then it gives scope for us to act responsibly. And then the example for third chapter for us is Janak Maharaj. Everybody with me so far? Okay. Now, fourth chapter. What is the title of fourth chapter? Transcendental knowledge. The title itself says, it's self-explanatory title where it says, this knowledge is transcendental. And Krishna says the origin is this knowledge. It has been eternal. It is applicable to all ages, to all yugas. And then Arjuna asks, how come you're saying, but this is the first time you're speaking to me? But then Krishna says, no, this knowledge was spoken first time to the sun god Vivaswan, and from then it has been passed down. And then Krishna also emphasizes the importance of having a spiritual master in our lives, so that we can, when we humbly approach a spiritual master, he enlightens us with this knowledge, because the spiritual master is Tattva Darshina, meaning he has seen the truth. So, in this chapter, what do we let go of? What is the opposite of knowledge? Ignorance. So, through this chapter, we learn to let go of ignorance. Letting go of ignorance means we work to seek knowledge. Now, I can seek knowledge from CNN, from BBC, from any random YouTube channel that I start, right? So, it could be knowledge from anywhere, is it? Why not? Authentic knowledge. Just like we don't enroll our kids in random schools, we look at the authority behind the school certification, right? Similarly, when we seek knowledge, we have to seek from authentic sources. So for all of us, thankfully, fortunately, Bhagavad Gita is the source of authentic knowledge. So seek this knowledge. So what is the letter for chapter 4? So far, how many letters have we gathered? 3. What are they? So chapter 4 also will take R, which is receive transcendental knowledge. That is also R. And let go of ignorance and let go of the surrender to divine will. And the example for this chapter for us will be Indra. We all know the popular and famous Indra's pastime, where he was thinking he's the all-powerful and he's the doer, and therefore he inundates Vrajabhumi with the heavy torrential rains and employing Samvartaka, which is the most powerful cloud that he had. Then he employs Samvartaka and it throws torrential rains for how many days, Veda and Anish? 7 days, 7 nights. There was torrential pour of rain for 7 days, 7 nights, because Indra thought he's the doer, he's the powerful. He was ignorant of the fact that he was only a tool in the hand of Krishna. He was acting on behalf of Krishna. But then when he comes to his senses, when he realizes the mistake he made, he comes and bows down to Krishna and asks for forgiveness. So we also will act with intelligence only when we have knowledge. So when we seek the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita under the guidance of gurus, under the guidance of acharyas, under the guidance of practitioners, we will become intelligent enough to make the right choices. So chapter 4 is let go of ignorance and let awareness come into our life. And the letter we take with this chapter is R. R is for receive transcendental knowledge. Chapter 5. What is the title of chapter 5? Action in Krishna consciousness. Karma Yoga in Krishna consciousness. So in this chapter, again, Krishna talks about emotional equality. Don't get disturbed by extreme situations in our life. By nature, by our conditioning, we get disturbed when anything bad happens and we get really happy when something good happens. But Krishna is teaching in this chapter that don't be attached to results, act without expectation or attachment for the results, and leave all results unto me. So, in this chapter, the word or the letter we want to take is equanimity in action. So, E is the letter. Equanimity in action. We want to let go of emotional extremes, which we all have, isn't it? We all go through emotional extremes. Sometimes we are very happy when things are going the way we want, we are like very happy. But when things are not going the way we wanted or we expected, then we are sad. But then the fundamental principle for all of us, as I said in the beginning, we have to live a life based off of the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. That should be the invisible thread that should be dictating or conduct by way we conduct our lives. So let go of emotional extremes, and then when we let go of emotional extremes, we will allow peace to grow in our life. Peace grows. So that is the thing. And then what is the example of one character which demonstrates, which is very outstandingly demonstrates this quality in one character from Puranas? Lord Rama. Why Lord Rama? Can somebody tell me? Why did Lord Rama show his equanimity in extreme situations? When did Lord Rama show that? Anybody? I know you all know the answer, but you're shy or you don't want to.
When he was asked to go to the forest?
Yes. The day he was going to be crowned, the next day he's going to be crowned as the emperor of Hastinapur. Is that right? What is that? Ayodhya. Sorry, Ayodhya. And everything was ready. The stage was set and everybody was happy. The citizens, the king, everyone was happy. But then the early hours when he was going to be crowned, he hears this news that he's not going to be crowned. Not only not going to be crowned, but he was going to be sent on exile. Isn't it two opposite situations? Extremely opposite situations. What would you do if you were given? Suppose, let's say, Anish, you were going to be announced as you're winning a championship. And tomorrow is your award ceremony. You're going to be given a trophy. And then it's going to be a huge audience. Okay? And then suddenly somebody calls you and tells, no, they found some glitch. It was wrong. By mistake, they put your name. It was supposed to be some other Anish. Not Anish Gosangri, but Anish Bikmal. So what do you think you will do? Louder. He will be upset, he said. That is what all of us will go through, right? We will be upset. But Lord Rama has actually exemplified to all of us that he took the the news of him being crowned with the same composure as the news of him being exiled. Very difficult for all of us to practice, but when we have a desire to become like that, we can, and by seeking inspiration from the instructions of Bhagavad Gita and from role models like Lord Rama, like Arjuna, like Janaka, it will definitely, it is achievable. Okay? So in fifth chapter, we are letting go of emotional extremes so that we can grow inner peace. And the letter we have chosen is E for equanimity. The next one, what is chapter 6 titled? Dhyana Yoga. So in this chapter, Lord Krishna focuses on how to nurture our mind. Generally, we talk about nurturing kids, nurturing character, or nurturing a tree or a plant, right? But here it's about nurturing our mind. So chapter 6, the letter we are going to use is N. Okay? So we have, don't speak out the letters, but you have 6 letters so far, correct? Okay. So letter is N, and the chapter is Dhyana Yoga. And through this chapter, what are we trying to let go? Why do we need mind control? Or what does mind control let go of? Okay. Distractions, right? Of course, mind has to be controlled because we are distracted. So we have to let go of distractions and give an opportunity to ourselves for self-mastery. Because the greatest winner is not the one who wins wars, but the one who wins his or her own mind. So, because it's so difficult to win our mind and make it our best friend, that's why one entire chapter in Bhagavad Gita is dedicated how to control your mind, how to do management of your mind. In fact, when we read Bhagavad Gita, we will thoroughly and practice it, we will get this degree of MMM. What is MMM? Masters of Mind Management. We will become masters of mind management if we thoroughly follow the instructions to the dot, of course under the guidance of acharyas, under the guidance of temple systems like this. So the letter for us is N, let go of distractions, let go of self-mastery, and example for us is Dhruva. Dhruva was a 5-year-old boy. He wasn't distracted with his age. At that age, children are usually wanting to play, wanting to just chill, isn't it? But Dhruva, he had this goal of acquiring a kingdom greater than his father, Uttanapada. Why? Because the story, right, where he was insulted by his stepmom, was not allowed to sit on the lap of his father. So he decides, today I'm being insulted because my father has a greater kingdom and my stepmom thinks that she's the wife of a king who has a big kingdom. So I'm going to earn a kingdom greater than Uttanapada. And he goes to the forest and he performs the exact dhyana yoga that Krishna is describing in chapter 6. Of course, under the guidance of Narada Muni. And of course, he does bhakti, so many other things. Bhakti yoga is the topmost and he does bhakti too. But here, Dhruva is giving us inspiration of how you can let go of distractions if you follow the instructions of a guru and the dhyana yogic principles and bhakti yogic principles. So, nurturing the mind, N is the word for chapter 6. Now, moving on to chapter 7. What is chapter 7? Knowledge of the absolute. Krishna says, I'm the taste of water, I'm the sunshine, I'm the moonshine, I'm the strength of the strong, intelligence of the intelligent. So Krishna is telling, I am the cause of all causes. Don't be proud of your capabilities. However, take pride in yourself with the consciousness that you are being empowered by Krishna. It's not that we feel like I'm useless, I can't do anything, it's only Krishna doing. No, we are actually chosen by Krishna, given the talent to do an activity that would inspire others and that would please Krishna. One point which we all have to remember is when we are performing an activity, when we are doing a work with an expectation or with the goal in mind, our only audience should be Krishna. If we keep ourselves as the audience, which means if I do things to please myself or to please others, then we are getting distracted. But if we do activities to please Krishna, then that is a superset of us pleasing everyone else. Just like Prabhupada gives this popular example, right? Where if you water the root of the plant or the tree, it nourishes the entire plant and tree. Similarly, when we please Krishna, we are automatically pleasing everyone else. So in this chapter, Krishna is giving us knowledge to discover the Supreme. So it is D is the word for chapter 7. And it will let go, we have to let go of material illusion. And then this helps us realize Krishna, whose hand is in everything and everywhere. That's the verse which we just talked at the beginning of the class, that he is Sutre Manigana Iva. He is the unseen thread that is binding all the pearls in a pearl necklace. Similarly, Krishna is the cause of all causes. And an example for this, which we can take this inspiration, is Narada Muni. He is giving instructions to Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva compiles all the Puranas, but he still feels he doesn't have happiness. He feels something is missing. Right? When Vyasadeva, after compiling the entire Puranas and he's feeling that he's missing something, right at that moment, Narad Muni appears. That's the sign of a good disciple. So when Narad Muni appears, Vyasadeva explains to him that I have done so much, I've compiled all the Puranas, but still I'm having dissatisfaction. Then Narad Muni says, you haven't glorified Krishna enough. And that's how Srimad Bhagavatam was born. So in our lives, what is the message we have to take? Whenever we do an activity, if we are not finding the content or peace, it means we have not pleased. We might have done it the best possible way, but the outcome might have been best possible. But if it was not done in a way that was pleasing Krishna, you will feel that discontent within your heart. On the other hand, the outcome might have not been as you expected, but you feel satisfied, you feel content because you have pleased Krishna. Pleasing Krishna means doing things that are per the karma yogic principles that he gives, without attachment to the results, without hurting others, without envy, without that competitive mood. Because sometimes we do things to prove ourselves better than others. And yes, that activity comes out good, it comes out better, but you're trying to prove yourself better than others. But that doesn't please Krishna. So if we are feeling the content and peace within our heart, and if our instructors, our mentors are also pleased with our activity, that's when we are actually doing activities per karma yogic principles. So that is about chapter 7, which is discover the Supreme, and the word we have is D. Next one, popular chapter again, chapter 8, attaining the Supreme. Right? In this chapter, Krishna clearly gives details all the methods by which we can make our consciousness think about him at the time of giving up our body. Because whatever consciousness we are at the time of giving up this body, to that state we reach. And popular examples is Bharata, King Bharata, who transforms to become a deer, who takes rebirth as a deer. So in this chapter, let go the fear of death. The chapter letter is end the fear of death, E. Chapter letter is E. End the fear of death, let go the fear of death, and then develop eternal consciousness. And who is an example we can take from Shastra? Prahlada is always thinking about Krishna, yes, that is one example, but one who remembered or uttered Krishna's names, because of which he is given second chance. Ajamil. Of course, his consciousness was not purified, but because of all the various other factors that played in, he was a devotee before, he had named his child as Narayana, and he calls out Narayana's name, thereby he is given a second chance. So for us also, it's very important to train our subconscious mind, because at the time of death, our active senses are not functioning. I'm not telling because I remember my experience, but that's what I know. So at the time of death, our active senses are not working or not functioning, but our subconscious mind is active. So our subconscious mind has to be trained to remember Krishna. With the students of Gita Wise, recently we were playing one game called logo game. What is a logo game? Where you show part of the logo Like with Coca-Cola, you just show a little bit of C and little bit of A, and the students have to guess what that logo is. And they were so good. They were even telling complicated logos like Cisco has just lines, and we just showed 3 blue lines on top and they could tell it is Cisco. So when we asked or analyzed how are we able to tell these logos and the brand names, we didn't really think to memorize the logos and the brand names. Yes, they did not. Even we don't memorize the logo names or the brands, but we are able to tell because subconsciously our knowledge seeking senses are gathering this information and noting them down somewhere. That's what we concluded. So now if we have to subconsciously remember Krishna, then we have to actively and surround ourselves with those items which will feed our active senses with items that remind us of Krishna. Songs that what we are hearing, what we are tasting, what we are seeing, what we are sensing through our nose, through our taste, through our eyes, through our ears, all these should be Krishnized so that our subconscious mind can become Krishna conscious. So that's one thing which we have to train ourselves. Now next chapter is chapter 9, which is the most confidential knowledge. In this most confidential knowledge, we have to let go of the doubt that Krishna is not the supreme. We all have doubts. And the fact that we don't chant, 16 rounds word is not chanting, the fact that we don't abide by the regulative principles that Prabhupada has prescribed for us for this yuga, and the fact that we don't read scriptures as much as we should is because we doubt Krishna or we don't have faith in the teachings of Krishna. So we have to let go of doubts on Krishna and develop loving devotion for him. That is a summary of chapter 9, where it's the most confidential knowledge. Krishna says that Krishna also says that Arjuna, I am revealing this knowledge to you because you are Anasuya. What is Anasuya? What is the English word for Anasuya? Non-envious. Ana is non, Asuya is envy. Anasuya is non-envious. So Krishna is telling, I am giving you this knowledge, the most confidential knowledge, because you are my best friend and you are also non-envious. So by taking on to this knowledge, by performing loving devotional service, we get rid of this dangerous and most sticking character. Like all of us have this character envy. It's common to all of us to different degrees. So to get rid of envy, we have to perform loving devotional service. The letter for this chapter is R. Okay, next the chapter 10 is opulences of the absolute, again absolute, where Krishna is saying again, I am among the mountains, I am the Meru, among the animals, I am this. So he is the opulent, he's the most opulent among all the categories of creation, where Krishna is saying that. So for that, we have to let go of thinking that I am the doer, I am the center of this universe, and shift our attention to Krishna, who is omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent. So that is the message from chapter 10. Let go of self-centered vision and become cognizant of Krishna's presence and Krishna's omniscience everywhere. The chapter word for this letter for this chapter is trust his greatness, letter T. Okay, and the example where I forgot the example for chapter 9. You should ask me what is the example for each chapter. You didn't ask me. Anyways, I'm going to tell. Chapter 9 example where loving devotional service was performed is the one that somebody gave here, Prahalad. That person is not here, but Prahalad. Yes, Prahalad. Prahalad was doing constant remembrance of Krishna, Smaranam. He was always remembering Krishna. For chapter 10, Gajendra. Gajendra remembered that he tried himself. He was self-centered at the beginning, isn't it? He thought, I can manage this, I can fight this, I have so much strength, and he fought and he fought and he fought for thousands of years. And finally, until and unless he remembered Krishna's strength, he could not be saved. So that is the message from chapter 10. The next chapter is universal form, chapter 11. What happens in universal form? When Krishna shows his universal form, Arjuna realizes that he is not in control of anything. Nimitta matra, he realizes that he is just a nimitta matra. He is a tool because he sees all the Kauravas are entering the mouth of Krishna. And in fact, he had thought at the beginning of the war that he has to kill them. And that's when the war is going to happen, or the consequences of the war will happen. But when he saw all the army of Kauravas entering the mouth of Krishna in the universal form, Arjuna clearly understood that I am not in control. So let go of controlling attitude. Right? And then that helps us to surrender to divine power, which is Lord Krishna. Example, again Arjuna he saw Vishwarupa. There was another time when Vishwarupa was shown. Can anybody tell me? In Mahabharata, there was another time when Vishwarupa was shown. When was that? Does anybody know? To Duryodhan. Yes. When did that happen? When they were trying to strike a treaty, when Duryodhana was shown the Vishwarupa, Duryodhana did not let go of his control. The same Vishwarupa which was shown to Arjuna taught him that I am not in control, but Duryodhana thought I am in control. The Vishwarupa did not help him. But for us, what is the moral? That I am not the controller, but I am a nimitta matra. I am a tool or instrument in the hands of Krishna. I am not controlled does not mean I don't have to do anything. I am going to be lazy. I'll let Krishna do everything. That does not mean that. It means that I am not the controller, but I will be doing it under the control of Krishna with all the capabilities that I've been bestowed or blessed by Krishna. So, that is about the universal form. O. O is the letter for the chapter. Open to universal form. Surrender is letting go is control, and it helps us to grow in surrender. And Arjuna is the example. The next chapter is Bhakti Yoga, chapter 12. In this chapter, Krishna tells, Arjuna starts with a question. What is the better form of worship, O Arjuna? Should I worship you as the impersonal form, or should I worship you as the Vigraha form? Then Krishna says, keep it simple. Because that non-personal, impersonal form worship is very complicated. So, here the title of the letter that we have to take is Keep Devotional Simple, K. Okay, let go of complexity. We all like to like to complicate things, but Krishna always encourages us to be simple. Simple devotional service. What is the example that we can take from scriptures? Anywhere where simplicity pleased Krishna over complexity? Shabari, yes. Sudama, yes. One contrast of characters where simplicity, in that same pastime where simplicity is actually appreciated by Krishna than Vidura, Tulabar. Satyabhama is trying to complicate it by gathering all the gold and opulence, whereas Rukmini comes with a simple tulsi leaf. That's how simple Krishna wants. That's why he says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. Even when we offer to Krishna, all that Krishna is asking is simple Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, filled with love. That's what Krishna is expecting. So, K is the letter of the chapter. The next chapter is Nature, Enjoyer and Consciousness, chapter 13. And this Krishna gives clear instructions as to what this material nature is made up of, who is the, he tells us who is the nature, what is nature made up of. 6 elements he talks about. What are knowledge items, what is the goal of knowledge, what is Prakriti, what is Purusha. So, in this chapter, the letter we need to take is recognize the soul and the field. Kshetra, Kshetragna. Right? Who is the knower of the field and what is the field? What is knowledge? What are the knowledge items? What is Prakriti? What is Purusha? These are the 6 subjects that Krishna answers in this chapter. So, recognize the soul and the field is the title of this chapter with the letter R. Okay? And then what is the example we can give you in this chapter is Rahugana. What does Rahugana do? Who is Rahugana? Does anybody know? Bharata. Yes. So he was on the material platform, and then Jadabharata gives so many instructions to him and explains to him that you are not this body, you think you are the king, you are driving, but so much philosophy that goes in that discussion between Rahugana and Jadabharata. Next chapter is, does anybody know what is chapter 14? Huh? 3 modes of material nature. So in that chapter, Krishna clearly classifies these three modes and tells what type of food, what type of activities, what is the consciousness, what are the choices we are making. All these are purely classified, very cleanly classified, and we can, based on this chapter, we can always strive to be in the mode of goodness. So obviously, what should we let go of? Let go of Rajas and Tamas and practice Sattva, which is goodness. And again in this chapter also the example will be Bharata Maharaj when he was a king. So Bharata Maharaj when he was after he is reborn from the deer to a Bharata is one pastime. But when he was a king, he gives up all the passionate kingly aspects and goes to the forest to become a sage. That is, he embraces Sattva. And here the letter is increase Sattva. I is the letter. Increase Sattva is mode of goodness. Increase mode of goodness. And then next chapter is 15, the Yoga of the Supreme Person. In this chapter, Krishna gives how this material world is an inverted tree, banyan tree, which is a reflection of the spiritual kingdom. So through this chapter, you are going to learn to let go of attachment to this material worldly kingdom and try to take shelter of Krishna. The letter for this chapter is sever material attachment, which is S. I'm sure you're all able to guess now what is that phrase. Okay. All right. Next, the divine and the demoniac natures. What is the example for this? Jada Bharata. Here again Jada Bharata comes as an example. The next chapter is divine and the demoniac natures. That is chapter 16. So Krishna again, based on the chapter title, we should let go of demoniac natures and let go of divine qualities. And can you all guess what the letter of the chapter would be? H. Yes, harness divine qualities. Okay. And the example is Sudama. Sudama was a friend of Krishna, but he never ever worked for material opulences. He was always a simple Brahmana, always completely content and satisfied despite his poverty. Nothing disturbed him. He was very simple because he was completely in the mode of goodness and with divine qualities. The next one is divisions of faith. That is a chapter where Krishna classifies the food that we eat, the charity that we perform, the charity that we give away, the austerity and the sacrifices. All these can be in three types: mode of goodness, passion and ignorance. And we have to consciously nurture these in the mode of goodness and develop a faith that takes us in the mode of goodness. So this chapter is N, meaning nurture conscious faith. And the chapter here is, the examples here we can take are, so many we can take. Queen Kunti, Vidura. Vidura was actually he was in the palace. He had the responsibilities of taking care of the kingdom, assisting Dhritarashtra, but his consciousness was never polluted, though he was associating with Dhritarashtra and the Kauravas. His faith was fixed in the mode of goodness. That's how we also have to practice, despite our material engagements that we come across on a daily basis. By our sadhana, we have to be fixed in faith. Sadhana is the tool that helps us to be focused, to not get wavered into or to get impacted or to get the association of wrong people. Okay? And then the last chapter is absolute surrender. The letter is A, and Krishna says to let go of all dharmas. Sarva dharma parityajya. That's the let going that we have to do. And then he says, Mam ekam sharanam vraja, meaning we have to let go of surrender to Krishna. Just like Arjuna at the end of chapter 18, what does he say? Karishye vachanam tava. He says, hey Krishna, I'm going to do whatever you said. So that's how we all also have to dovetail our life, taking the instructions of Bhagavad Gita, and at every point in our life, we have to, even if it's something which is conflicting with our desires, we should tell, no, I'm going to do Karishye Vachanam Tava. Karishye meaning do, Vachana means words, according to your words, Krishna. So I'm going to do whatever pleases you, whatever you want me to do, though it might be conflicting to my interests or to my desires, but I'm going to do what pleases you. So when we follow all these letting go and giving scope for us to grow, then what happens? We will become successful and be able to grow on the path of spiritual journey. So the phrase that we got from the summary of 18 chapters is what? Surrender to Krishna. So I know we all had different goals maybe, but if you closely examine your goals that you have framed for New Year, they will fall in one of these categories. Or by doing all of this, your goals can be achieved. Because even our goal should be aligned with what Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita. Only then we will be making the best of the opportunity of being born as a human being. So on that note, I want to stop. If you have any points to add, please do add, or any questions, please do ask. We will try to discuss. Thank you all so much for listening with patience. Yes. Yes. Omnipotent means he is completely potent. Potent meaning strong. Omni means all the time, everywhere. Potent means strong. Got it? Okay. Yes, Nivan. 9th chapter is R. Relish devotion. Remember Krishna. Even remember you can put. Okay? Just like Prahalad is the example. Prahalad is, he used to always do the smaran of Krishna. So remembrance. We can put that. Yes. Yes, Mataji. You want to give the mic, Prabhu? Material nature.
So that worship still comes. So how do we do that? Though we try it again and again, but that worship doesn't go. How can we help ourselves and our other people?
Very nice question. So Mataji is asking, though we want to surrender, our mind and the doership thoughts are always there with us. So how do we achieve the perfection of surrender? So that is the reason, right? Since it is very hard for us being born as humans to control our mind and to be able to do what Krishna has given, there is something called Yuga Dharma for every Yuga. Right? In different Yuga, there is some Yuga Dharma to achieve this goal. In Kali Yuga, the Yuga Dharma is chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Eva Kevalam, Kalau Nastyeva, 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 Gatir Anyata. So what Acharya, specifically Srila Prabhupada, has told us is, in Kali Yuga, the only way for us to be able to control our mind and to progress in the spiritual path is to take on the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. So when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra on a regular basis, systematically allocate the time for it, what happens is, it is called mantra because manah trayate, meaning that element or tool that controls the mind. Mantra means that which controls the mind. And we're talking about mind here. So when we sit in a dedicated place, dedicated time, and chant this Maha Mantra, what happens is the mantra starts acting on your mind. And when mantra starts acting on your mind, because the mantra is nothing but calling out to Krishna for help. Right? When we take Krishna, when we request or when we seek the shelter of Krishna, then all that which we think is impossible becomes possible. So, Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the first step we all have to take to do anything here, to let go of denial. Like first chapter says, let go of denial or become comfortable with sharing our shortcomings. It's not going to happen just because we talked here. It's just like if I'm coughing, I'm having a bad cough, and I'll say, I'm not going to cough at all because it doesn't sound good in front of y'all. Right? And then I sit here. Will I stop coughing? No, it will not, because that cough is happening because of some infection for me. So what do? I have to go to a doctor, and the doctor gives a medication, and I have to take the medication, and then the cough slowly deteriorates. Similarly, all these qualities that we are talking about are different types of symptoms that we have because of an underlying disease. And the medication for that is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. When we take Mahamantra seriously and chant the prescribed rounds, magic will happen in our lives. You will see that all these things which we wanted to let go will actually be disappearing from our lives automatically. So just by embracing Mahamantra, we are doing two things. We are letting go of negativities and giving ourselves opportunity to grow spiritually. So Mahamantra is the perfect tool, the only tool that we all have to take shelter of. There is no cost, there is no intelligence needed, there is no degree needed, there is no position needed for this. All you have to do is have a desire. It's just like Krishna says, keep things simple. It's not a complicated process at all. Just a desire. I want to purify myself. I want to grow. I want to let go of all the unwanted things. There's so many unwanted things that we have. But the simplest solution for this is, I am going to chant. I am going to take the shelter of Mahamantra. When we do this, magic will happen in our lives. And this is proven. This is proven for people who have done the sadhana seriously, the magic has happened intensely. For the people who have done sadhana not seriously but just like here and there, for them magic has happened here and there. So to the extent you do, to that extent, ye yathamam prapadyante thams tataiva bhajamiham. Krishna says, as you surrender unto me, I will reward you accordingly. So for all of us here, yes, there might be more philosophic talks, more solutions, but the fundamental solution, the most applicable solution for all of us to let go of all the negativities and grow spiritually is chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the only solution, and I always tell, whether you believe it or not, whether you agree to it or not, whether you accept it or not, this is the solution. So that's how I want to start. Thank you all so much for the opportunity. Thank you, Shambhari Prabhu, for the opportunity. I'm always indebted to you. This is a self-purificatory process, and I've learned so much. And please bless me so that I am able to apply whatever I put together in my life. Thank you all so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. The best part of having Amrita Gaurangi Mataji with us is that we always learn something new. And so beautifully she presented the surrender to Krishna through the various chapters of Bhagavad Gita. We don't even think about it, but now she has given us this realization how every chapter of Bhagavad Gita leads to surrender to Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. It was amazing. Give her a very big hand. And in our customary way, we are going to show our gratitude by raising our hands high and chanting Hari Bol 3 times. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. And we humbly request her to please not keep us waiting and come again to enlighten us. I think you wanted to do some kirtan, right? So we'll have kirtan for about 5 to 7 minutes, and then we have a very wonderful celebration coming up. So can you give her the mic, Prabhu? Or you can give this itself.
Hare Krishna. I want you to all sing with me so that will create better environment here. Mero Radha Raman Girdhari, Girdhari Sham Banwari. Mero Radha Raman Girdhari, Jai Ho Girdhari Sham Banwari. Mero Radha Raman Girdhari, Mero Radha Raman Girdhari, Mero Radha Raman Girdhari, Girdhari Sham Banwari. Jai Ho Mero Radha Raman Girdhari, Jai Ho Girdhari Sham Banwari. Mero Radha Raman Girdhari, Mero Radha Raman गिरधारी मेरो राधा रमण गिरधारी जय हो गिरधारी श्याम बनवारी मेरो राधा रमण गिरधारी गिरधारी श्याम बनवारी गोविंद मेरो है गोपाल मेरो है गोविंद मेरो है गोपाल मेरो है श्री बाके बिहारी नंद लाल मेरो है श्री बाके बिहारी नंद लाल मेरो है गोविंद मेरो है गोपाल मेरो है गोविंद मेरो है गोपाल मेरो है बाके बिहारी नंद लाल मेरो है श्री बाके बिहारी नंद लाल मेरो है गोविंद मेरो है गोपाल मेरो है गोविंद मेरो है गोपाल मेरो है बोल राधा रानी की जय।
That was so beautiful. Can we give her a big hand, please? Very, very grateful. Beautiful, very nice. It raised the level of our consciousness so much. Now we will have Madhurya Gopal Prabhu, our Vice President. We have 3 celebrations today, so he's going to make the announcements. And then after that, we have a very good announcement that we will share with you. Very good news.
Hari Bol. We are celebrating today's Sunday feast, and we have 3 sponsors. Can I please request Anjali Malhotra and Rakesh Malhotra to come over here? Rakesh Malhotra Prabhuji and Anjali Malhotra Mataji always come here to this temple, and you see him singing nice kirtan also. For the afternoon Aarti. So they are sponsoring just to have blessings of the devotees. They don't have any reason. Right? Okay, so Mataji and Prabhuji both are celebrating their birthdays in January. So we'll first sing for Prabhuji, okay? His name is Rakesh Malhotra, okay? Remember his name, okay? Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Rakesh Prabhuji. Happy birthday to you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Bol. Let's sing for Anjali Mataji. Her birthday was 1st of January, right? Oh, 17th. Her son is in. What's his name? Abhishek. So let's first sing for Anjali Mataji and then we'll sing for Abhishek. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anjali Mataji. Happy birthday to you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And son Abhishek's birthday is on Jan 17th. Maybe next week we'll arrange for a cake. If you can ask Abhishek to be here so we can celebrate. Is it college? So you both have to cut on his behalf, okay? Okay, Abhishek, okay? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Abhishek Prabhuji. Happy birthday to you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let's all raise our hands up in sky and pray by chanting Mahamantra 3 times for this entire family. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sorry, Prabhuji, you want to be anonymous, but we just have to let you know. Yeah. Prabhuji, can you get garlands? Can you get, please, 2 garlands? In the meantime, please, can you say a couple of words?
I just want to thank Shyam Bihari Prabhuji for opening up this center and giving us the opportunity to advance in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
We are very happy on this occasion to present to them these chadars on their birthday.
Okay, then next sponsor for today, Sunday feast is Rakshita Mataji and Kapil Prabhu. Can I please request them to be here? Rakshita Mataji and Kapil Prabhu. Mataji, yeah. Rakshita Mataji and Kapil Prabhu, they are integral part of this congregation, not from when we start this temple, but they are our congregation members from 7-8 years. Mataji always comes and serves deities by offering boga, cooking boga, and Prabhuji always serves by giving services. And they are celebrating Nivan, right? Nivan's birthday. Where is Nivan? Hey, Nivan. Okay, Nivan, come over here. Prabhuji, can someone get the cake? It's there. Okay, let's all of us raise Nivan's birthday. Nivan, you're turning 13. He looks... Okay, January 8th was his birthday. He turned 13. He's teenager now. But he looks like very young. Keep looking like this for the rest of. Okay. So, can we please have a knife and a plate and a spoon? In the meantime, we'll raise our hands and pray for Prabhuji's families. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, we are waiting for knife. Goods in transit. Okay. Come, Nivan. So his name is Nivan. Okay, he's celebrating his 13th birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nivan. Happy birthday to you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol. Happy birthday to you again, Ivan. His sister is going to feed him. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, everybody. I'm anyway very loud. I don't need mic. Prabhuji, is it working? Yes. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Sham Prabhu, for giving me this opportunity, or building this temple for all of us to come and take as much as association we can get. So I started in 2020. I would like to take 5 minutes of time and share that how I came in ISKCON. So I was in Michigan. I went to one Indian store, and I saw a flyer there for a Bhagavad Gita class. And being in this country, we were not doing something very spiritual that we can show our kids. So I said, it's a good time for me to just make my kids join and learn something. So they started their classes, and one day I spoke to the teacher, the one who was giving them the classes. And she asked me one question. She said that, the kids don't learn just by saying, they learn by action, right? So you want your kids to be Krishna consciousness or follow something religious, but you are not doing that. I think you should yourself start first before they start. And that's how I came in Krishna consciousness. And when we moved here, I wanted to take as much association of devotees I can. Because we started in COVID. So I'm very, very grateful and thankful to Sham Prabhuji for this temple, that we are able to come and trying to stay connected to Krishna consciousness and just keep moving. So thank you, Prabhuji, for everything.
Hari Bol. Thank you, Rakshita Mataji. Thank you, Kabul Prabhuji.
We have some more Narasimha chadars. First I thought I'll give him the orange one, but I was scared Rakshita will kill me. She'll say, you're already giving my son sannyas. So I went for the white one.
Can I now request Ramanandrai Prabhuji and Jahnavi Mataji? We will ask Ramanandrai Prabhu to put garland in it. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Can you speak some words?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So it's my pleasure, real pleasure, to celebrate Janvi's birthday. This couple is very, very special to me. I really love this couple very much. From the very instance that they walked into this temple, I knew that there was a connection between us. And Prabhuji has been so instrumental in so many different things in this temple that if I start, I'll have to go on for a long time, and I'm sure you all won't want to wait too long for the prasadam. But still, I would like to mention at least that if we are speaking on this sound system, if you see these cameras here, if you see this projector and the what is that called? The projector and the screen, everything Prabhu has helped us with. So we're now coming up with this wonderful big projector, and there'll be a screen, a wonderful screen and a projector there. Everything is all his input. So we are continuously getting his mercy, his association and his input. And what to talk about Janvi, she's always so helpful. She cooks for us, she comes and cleans the temple sometimes. And so I just don't have enough words to express my gratitude for both of them. So on this special day of theirs, I'm very honored and very fortunate to be celebrating her birthday with us. So I very humbly beg all of you from the bottom of your heart to please bless this wonderful couple by loudly chanting 3 times Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Now we would like to request Janvi to please come with Prabhuji and cut the cake while we sing happy birthday to Jahnavi. Can you all remember Jahnavi? Right? You all remember Nityananda? Okay? Who's Jahnavi? His consort, right? So we'll say happy birthday to Jahnavi.
It's correction, Janava Mataji.
Oh, they wrote Jahnavi. Okay.
It's okay, I'm Jahnavi too.
She's so kind. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Janava. Happy birthday to you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. So let's raise our hands high in the air, reach out to the lotus feet of Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu and beg for their mercy on Jahnavi by chanting Hari Bol 3 times, okay? Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
I don't want to cry. I see everyone in here, and I am so very happy to be in your resonance. And it's absolutely my greatest fortune to see everyone, to see my friends and all the people that are normally going to the temple every Sunday, and especially Shyam Prabhu, and then everyone in the kitchen, and everyone here, Mataji. Thank you so much. My heart is so full. They say that devotees are like desire trees, and it's so true because when I moved here, it was really, really very difficult for me moving from California to here. But this temple have given me so much that Krishna knows best. Because Krishna may take you away from places that you're so attached, and Krishna will help you purify yourselves, but then the landing won't be as painful. So my move here has been so less painful because of you all devotees and devotees friends. And so they say that until I moved here, I didn't really realize what they're saying about mercy of devotees, mercy of devotees. Yeah, I've heard that a lot in San Diego, you know, the temple. But it wasn't really landing. But being here in Atlanta and seeing everyone in the temple every Sunday and friends, you know, I finally got to embody and realize what it truly means to be the benefactor or beneficiary of mercy of devotees, because I really wouldn't be here, we wouldn't really be here. My Krishna consciousness would not have propelled without the mercy and kindness of devotees, that I'm always humbled and happy that for all the correction and for all the gentleness and kindness that this temple have shown me. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shyam Prabhu. Thank you, everyone here. I just want to tell you one thing, that this center, this place, has been created by see, we have come to Krishna for one thing, and that is love. And what this center has given us, starting with Shyam Prabhu and then going to all of you devotees here, has been just that pure, beautiful love that we all long for. And I think that anywhere we go, if that is missing, then that's not Krishna consciousness. Without love, there is no Krishna consciousness. And with love, then all our bhakti grows and blossoms. So thank you all for the kind of love you've given us and for the kind of deep acceptance you've given us. We were very insignificant and small devotees, yet you've put us on this very wonderful, on a pedestal almost. The little things we've done, you've glorified them and made them into something as if we did something great. No, the truth is that it is your love that has given us life. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
I would like to give Janva on a birthday these blessings from Lord Narasimha Dev in Mayapur. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. You have to wait for your birthday to get the chara.
That's all right. I'll wait.
But thank you. We're very, very grateful.
Thanks, everyone.
Yes, I know.
Thank you.
Okay. And we have one wonderful girl who is just having a birthday, Veda. We would like to invite her and her family. I apologize, we could not arrange a cake because it was last minute, but we would definitely like for them to get the blessings of all the devotees. So can we please, from the bottom of our heart, bless this wonderful child by raising our arms high in the air and chanting the Hare Krishna mantra 3 times, please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Her name is Veda, okay? So please bless her. And would you like to say something?
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for all the love. Thank you. Go ahead. Just Say Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So, as I mentioned, on Wednesday is Pongal and Sankranti, and most of India celebrates that festival in a very big way. So we will also have a celebration here, but our celebration starts today. As you will see, the prasadam distribution is not the regular prasadam. The devotees will actually serve you. So they'll set up 3 lines, and they will come and they'll serve you just in the style of Mayapur that we do there, so that you can give them your blessings and they can also bless you. Do you see this beautiful picture of Lord Ram? Do you know where it is from? Ayodhya. Ayodhya Ram, Ram Lala. He is already set to come here on May 26th. Do you know what is May 26th? Anyone knows what is May 26th? You all don't know what is, March 26th. March 26th. Do you know what is March 26th? Ram Navami. What is the better way to celebrate Ram Navami than to bring Ram Lala here on his appearance day? Right? So we're going to have a very nice altar here. You see where Tulsi Devi is and where Radha Gopinath is. Radha Gopinath will come to this corner, and there will be a nice altar for Ram Lala. Okay? But we need help. Honestly, I have to be very honest with you. We need some help because it's a very big deal bringing Ram Lala here. We have to build the whole altar and all. We have been fortunate to get some donations, but we are still a little behind. So we're not going to ask you for any specific amount, but from your heart, whatever you can share to bring Ram Lala here, it would help us, okay? So please feel free to donate. You can Zelle to your ever well-wisher Georgia@gmail.com. There's a credit card machine there if you want to pay by credit card. Or you can come and see Madhurya Gopal Prabhu. He will take any cash and checks, whatever you want to give. So any help you can give to bring Ram Lala here. He is coming, there's no question. If nobody pays, I'll pay every dime of it from my pocket. But I want to share the mercy. So please come forward and donate as best as you can. So are we ready to give blessings, or the curtains are still on? Okay. Yes, I will. Right. So, having said that, we have Nityananda Trayodashi this month end. Does anyone know who is Nityananda? Who is Nityananda? Nityananda is Balaram himself. When Balaram and Krishna decided to come again in Kali Yuga, they came in the form of Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. Have you all seen the beauty of Gaur Nitai today? They are glowing. You see how their dresses and all are put together? We would like to invite Purna Chandra Prabhu to please come up here. Purna Chandra Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Can you please send Purna Chandra Prabhu here? When Purna Chandra Prabhu does Shingar, it's from the spiritual world. It is from the spiritual world. And Krishna especially sent him here for our benefit. And his Shingar is totally out of this world. So can we all be very grateful to Purna Chandra Prabhu and chant Hare Krishna for him and his family? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And there was Champaglata Sakhi and Sumohan Gopal Prabhu also who helped. But he is the main person for our Shringar. So we are very, very grateful. When I first saw the deities, I had tears in my eyes. I can tell you honestly, they look so glorious today. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. So now we would request everyone to come and take blessings of Lord Narasimha Swami, but we also need some help. We need all the chairs moved so that everyone can sit in 3 lines and then we can start distributing prasadam.
To form the line from that side, Prabhuji. So
Yeah, you can form a line from the back and they will seat you. They will